Hey everyone, it's Daniel from the Exceptional Foundation, and today I'm going to teach you how to cook French toast. Now this is a very easy recipe, doesn't have a lot of ingredients, doesn't take a lot of time. So if you'll grab the ingredients listed down below in the description, make your way to the kitchen with me, we'll start cooking. All you're going to need is some eggs, some milk, some bread, and some cinnamon, and if you have it, nutmeg and allspice too. So, let's go. All right, everybody, we are back, and as you can tell, we have everything that we need to make our French toast. We have our bowl to mix our mixture together in. We have our eggs, our milk, and our spices that we're gonna mix together to make the mixture. And then we have our bread that we're gonna dip into the mixture and start cooking over here on the pot. And so the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna make the mixture. So we move our bread to the side, get our eggs. We're gonna take 2 eggs and we're just gonna crack them into the bowl, like so. That's 1. And 2. Make sure you don't get any eggshells in there. Then we're going to take our milk. We're going to put half a cup of milk to it. You don't have to use milk if you don't like milk or you don't like or you're lactose intolerant. You can also use almond milk or any other milk replacement that you have around. So we have our milk and our eggs in there. We take our tablespoon of cinnamon. We add that. We got a half a tablespoon of nutmeg. We add that, and we have a teaspoon of allspice. Now, cinnamon's the only ingredient that you actually need for this. I add nutmeg and allspice because I have it and because I like the way that it tastes. I like how it blends with the cinnamon. But if you don't have those, cinnamon is just fine by itself. And so now we're going to take our fork and we're going to mix this all together. So we got to make sure that the eggs blend in with the milk. We got to get all the spices down in there and into it. Get the edges. And keep going until you can see that the spices, because they're going to want to sit on top of the mixture. You got to make sure that they mix all in. Once you've done that, then our mixture is ready. Just like that. You can tell the spices have mixed in, the eggs have blended with the milk, and it's ready to be used. So now we're going to take our stovetop and we're going to turn it to a medium heat. Let our pan start heating up. Take some spray it on there, make sure our French toast doesn't stick to the pan. And now, while we're waiting on the pan to heat up, I'm going to take our bread. You can take any bread that you got. And what we're going to do is we're going to put it into the mixture. And the goal is for it to soak into the bread. So we're going to put one side in. You can take your fork. You're actually going to press it just a little bit. Don't press too hard, but you're wanting to press it so that the mixture soaks into the other side. And then we're going to take and we're going to flip it. As you can tell, this side, the mixture is soaked into the bread, so it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. Then we can get a second one. See if it'll fit in there. If you can only fit one in, that's fine. This one will fit 2, so we're going to go ahead and start pressing it. Let it soak up. Our pan's heating over here. And we'll That side is done. Flip it again. Let them soak in there. And the more you get in there, the better it's going to be. So don't take them out too quick. You want them to soak a little bit, get all the spices, all the flavors, all the mixture in there. Then what we're going to do is you're going to take these pieces of bread that now have our mixture soaked in them, and you're going to put them in the pan. I think that we'll have enough room for two. So we will take the second one, put it on in there too. And you'll hear it start to cook. While those are cooking, go ahead and let the third one, or however many you're doing, go ahead and let them start the soaking. As you can tell, there's still a good bit of the mixture left in here. This will probably make, depending on the size of your bread and how much you're letting them soak, it'll probably make somewhere between 5 or 6 pieces of French toast. You can add more eggs and more milk and more of the spices just to make a little bit more if you end up wanting more. So we're going to watch these over here. We'll let them sit for a little bit. We got that medium heat. And then get our spatula. And we can flip them. And you'll notice whenever you flip them, you can see where the egg is cooking on this side. This one I haven't flipped yet, and you can see the difference. That's what you're wanting to get to, is making sure that the egg has cooked on the outside. Flip those over. Waiting for them to cook on each side. You do want to give them a good amount of time to cook on each side. We're actually going to flip this one more time, let it cook on the other side, the first side again, because what you don't want to do is you don't want to undercook it, and whenever you cut into it, it'll be a little bit mushy on the inside. It means that the mixture that it was in the middle of the bread didn't get cooked enough, and so we're going to make sure that we get it cooked just enough. That looks good. Give them one more flip. Let them cook just a little bit longer. And then we have our plate. Take a plate. Set these over on the side. We got one more to cook here. Take this, flop it down in there, and wait for that side to cook. Like I said, we have a little bit of the mixture left over here. These are pretty big and thick pieces of bread, so they soaked up a good bit of it. But you could probably, if you had another piece of bread, you could probably make another one out of this. If you were wanting to make more, or you had smaller bread, you could, like I said, just add those ingredients back in there to make as much as you need of the mixture so that you can soak the bread in. Flip that over. Almost done with this. And I think that this one is almost done. Once that's done, add it to the plate. As you can see, it doesn't take that much time. It's a pretty quick recipe. And we are finished with our French toast. Now I'm going to show you a few toppings that you can put on it. All right, we have our cooked French toast here with us, and now we're going to put a few toppings on it. You can Just put some syrup on it if you'd like. I actually like to cut up a little bit of banana over here and put that on top. I like the way that it goes with some of the flavors that we've added in the mixture for the French toast. And then you have the syrup. All right, and there you have it. Some French toast ready to eat. I'm gonna go eat it. Hope you enjoy.